Tony Roten out there with a float. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Porzingis in at the force line. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kurt Rambis. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are. Clark.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
New York leading by 18. And it's Roten finishing it off.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Pass to Porzingis. Mozgov grabs the board.
Most of the time, that shot will go.
Oh! Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for James. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
You know, the Knicks made the playoffs every season between 1988 and 2001. It's kind of strange now to see the Knicks struggle to get into the playoffs so often. Only 3 trips in the playoffs the last 10 seasons.
That's good.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Roten, the pass to Porzingis. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
And listen, the pressure is always on the Knicks to make the playoffs just because of where the team is. Being in New York can have its advantages, but it comes with expectations that your team will be in the postseason.
At the line for 2.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Nice shot by Vujacic. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Smith.
40.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The dish to Vujacic. From deep three-point range. Cleveland's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Here's Smith. And it's good. Caught through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. Here's Thompson. And another miss by Cleveland. Here's Galloway. And it's sent back by Irving. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. And here are the Knicks now. Anthony right side. New York, no good that time either.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And pushing it up is Cleveland. The Cavaliers again in transition.
Yes,
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's Galloway. And Thompson sends it back. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And that one's good. Roten. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter.
44.
Irving with it. 10 points for him. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Porzingis. Williams comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Grant in for Roten. And he gets the bucket. And that's 13 points for Love.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Knicks lead by 16. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Kevin Love out there with Channing Frye. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
He hits both from the stripe. Knicks last season had a lot of problems here in Manhattan, and it showed all over the floor, Greg. And you played for this team. You know what it's like to play basketball in New York. Not a good record for them at home last year.
How about finishing 10-31 here and playing in front of a sold-out crowd every night? And one thing about New York, they're going to let you know when they're displeased. Worst home record in the East and second worst home record in the league.
And, you know, for the Knicks, there were a lot of reasons why they were bad at home. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage against at home, field goal defense, and third worst field goal percentage at home in the league.
Here's O'Quinn. The shot, no good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Outside jumper. Power down with both hands.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And he bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right there for sure.
He'll take those all day. And you know, commend the Knicks faithful. They still would sell this place out. And you have to give a shout out to the fans for sticking through what was a very difficult year. At least it has to get better.
New York calls timeout.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Down low. Here's James. Got a piece of it. The Knicks lead by 16. And stolen by James. Stolen by Vujacic. It's 2-on-1. But they get it back. Pass to Porzingis. The 3 from Anthony. Again, the miss by Anthony.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Irving dishes to Love. It's tipped. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Roten's checked in for New York. And then for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And Smith subbed in for Shumpert. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Beyond the arc, Vujicic's shot is off.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over. And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled, and they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for New York. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Roten. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Roten's got 9 points here in the second half. And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're
I
right.
tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it a little too easy. And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Deflects the pass. And now the Knicks on the break. And the rejection by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Here's Anthony. Puts it up off the inbound. They recover it.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Knicks.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Roten. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. New York leading by 17. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The three from Anthony. That's good.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Another miss by LeBron. It's Anthony with the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Throws it up high. And finished off by LeBron.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But, guys, the pass, for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him.
Substitution on the
Here's O'Quinn. No good on the quick three. From deep. Shot is no good. So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of